Welcome back, and thank you for joining for another one of Mike and Billy's whiskey reviews. I am Mike, going to do a solo video for you today, and today I am bringing you a sample that my good friend Andreas, you guys might know him in the YouTube world as Foodquig, sent me recently, and that is the Laphroaig 15-year-old 43% ABV. I believe this is the 2015 bottling, and I was really happy to get this. I sent Andreas Macallan 15, but we recently started swapping a few whiskeys. And when he asked me, hey Mike, what do you want me to send you back? He told me a couple whiskeys that he had, and I said, oh, if you have the Laphroaig 15, I would love to try it. I'm a huge Laphroaig fan, but I never got a chance to get my hands on the 15, unfortunately. I don't know what it was. Local guys just weren't looking out for me. I don't know why. All the local liquor stores know me. They know I spend too much money and they're buying single malt Scotch whiskey, and unfortunately none of them were able to procure a 43% Laphroaig 15-year-old. So Andreas, thank you. And it was very generous. Andreas sent me 2 of these, and each one is good enough for a dram. So don't always do the samples, but again, I'm a huge fan of Laphroaig. I really wanted to try this whiskey, and I tried the first one, and I want to bring the second sample to you before I drink it all. Okay, so Laphroaig 15 is a 43% ABV. This is the new one. I believe the previous version was a 40% ABV. I also heard there was some Prince Charles or one of the royals. It was their favorite whiskey, the old 15-year-olds. Now, I love the 18-year-old. It was absolutely one of my favorite whiskeys. I'm down to my last 2 bottles. I was devastated when I heard that that wasn't coming back. In fact, I still have the newspaper clipping where they said they were discontinuing that and some other whiskeys, and the title of the article said Dram Apocalypse. And they were absolutely right, because Laphroaig 18 was my go-to. I digress. This is a Laphroaig 15. I just had the quarter cask, so I'm gonna give myself just a quick cleaning and talk to you about what I think as far as the smell and the taste of this particular whiskey. Again, I believe it is not natural color. It is that lovely gasoline gold that Laphroaig is known for. We'll give it a quick swirl around the glass. Let's see what happened with the legs. They don't come down quick, I'll tell you that. They're just kind of staying put. Kind of staying put. All right, so I'm excited. Let's get into this nose. Oh, that is nice. You know, as soon as Andreas sent me these 2 samples, I drank that first one as soon as I opened it up. Opened it up, I think I was at lunch at work, called off the rest of the day, and drank one of these Laphroaig 15s. It's been a while since I've had a chance to go back to this. And it is beautiful. The first thing that gets you is fruitiness. Pears, apples, tree fruit. The smoke's there, but it's in the background. Oh yeah, this is good stuff. The smoke's there, but it's not that usual Laphroaig smoke. It is very intertwined in the fruits. Not fully, but it kind of reminds me of a Talisker 30, to where it's fruity and a little bit smoky at the end. Oh man, that's nice. Butter, apples, pears. Just maybe like a little bit of barbecue. If any of you guys barbecue, it's a big thing here in the States. Barbecue before you put too much sauce on, where you just kind of flavor, say like ribs or chicken, and then you put it on the grill before you really lather it up. It's kind of that small little piece of that barbecue. And definitely a red apple. A little bit of citrus. Maybe like a blood orange, just a little bit. Just kind of complementing some of the other flavors. Man, it's nice. Thank you, Andreas. I really appreciate you sending me this. My friend, I have a Macallan 18. I believe the vintage is 1996. That I'm going to send back to you in these bottles after I clean them out thoroughly. So the Macallan 18 Sherry Oak coming your way, my friend. Sorry you were disappointed with the Macallan 15 Fine Oak. I told you it wasn't that good of a whiskey. All right, first sip time with this Macallan, excuse me, jeez, I'm going off the rails. First sip time with this Laphroaig 15-year-old, 43% ABV, the 2015 bottling. That's nice. Ooh, and after I swallow, you get that ting of TPC again. So it wasn't lost. It was lost on the nose, not on the palate. Definitely red fruit, definitely red apple. It's buttery, oily, where it really wasn't too oily as far as like the look and the feel of it. More oily on the palate. I heard the previous versions of the 15 were only 40% ABV, so I do appreciate them jacking it up to the 43. Very savory, almost like a savory meat kind of characteristic to it. I don't know if any of you here in the States know of like a place called City Barbecue, but almost like if you take the beef brisket they make and you dabble a little bit of that mustard sauce on there, I get a little City Barbecue beef brisket with the mustard sauce on it. Like the bark part, like you get the, you know, beef brisket, you have like you have meat, you have the fat, you have the, actually I get it lean so I don't get any fat on it, but you have the bark on the end. A little bit of bark with, again, it's a barbecue sauce, they call it a mustard sauce. It's not anything like mustard, it's absolutely a barbecue sauce, that's just how they refer to it, and that's what I'm getting here. City Barbecue beef brisket with their mustard sauce. And a red apple on the side. Is there any cornbread? No cornbread. It's too bad. Because this has the rest of the meal right here. Oh, wow, meaty, savory. Man, I wish I could have got my hand on some of these bottles. I can't remember exactly what they went for here locally when they were around, but it wasn't terrible. It was 70, 80 bucks. I mean, it was very realistic. I would have bought a case if I could have found any. With water, and I only added a couple drops because I think this does very well. You know, it's really too bad you can't get very many age-stained Laphroaigs anymore. Because I would buy this all day. This is absolutely, in my opinion, 89 out of 100. Not a mind-blowing whiskey, but as a huge fan of Laphroaig, it is something that I would absolutely keep on my bar on a regular basis if I could find it. Unfortunately, Laphroaig has gone to a ton of non-age statement whiskeys. Really hard to find age statement whiskeys anymore, but I did procure recently a 25-year-old in the new white box. I'm going to bring that to you guys here shortly. We're looking forward to that. I think you guys will enjoy that video as well. But again, where I'm at in this one is an 89 of 100. Laphroaig again, Islay whiskey, known for their super smoky whiskeys, Southern Islay. Very, very good whiskey. If you have a chance to get a hold of this, if there's any bottles floating around, I would absolutely recommend a buy. If you guys want to send me a bottle of it, I will give you my address and you can send it along here. I would love to have a full bottle and get to really savor it and get to know it over the course of many, many drams. But thank you, Andreas. Thank you so much for sending this to me. I'll have something good coming back to you. Again, in closing, I'm an 89 out of 100. Great whiskey. Once again, I want to thank you for joining us for another one of Mike and Billy's whiskey reviews. Again, Billy, it's a little bit of his busy time, so we're kind of back and forth when he can do it, when he cannot do it. But I like to throw a few videos out here for you guys just to, you know, give you guys something to talk about, and love hearing from you guys in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think of this one, and until next time, happy drinking.